Hello everybody. Hello YouTube. So here I am again, late at night, watching YouTube. This time, boy, I'm really kind of pissed. I'm sitting here watching these things and reading the comments on the comments pages and all that. And almost every time I get something about in the economy or this and that, right, someone comes up with the idea or the spark of, well, we need to get rid of these entitlements, and we need to cut this welfare, and we need to do something with these freeloaders and all that kind of crap. Let me tell you what, people. I've been on assistance, and I've kept it to a minimum as much as I could for 22 years. And in that 22 years, I busted my ass every day I could. If I wasn't busting my ass, my wife was busting her ass. We all know where that got her. I was just lucky because I wasn't the first one to go. So, let me tell you something about what I did, how I busted my ass. All you golf ball whacking individuals. Okay, you whack that golf ball, right, and you get up into that sand trap, that bunker sand, right? Let me tell you a little factoid about that bunker sand, okay? Because I used to make it. Every single grain of sand in that bunker is the exact same size. Every single grain in those sand traps on them dumbass golf courses that you people pitter around on is the same exact size. I know, because I used to make it. That's the kind of things I used to do. But it busted my ass. I blew out my shoulders. And my hips wiped out, knees blown out. My hip, you know, it feels like someone's pouring a pitcher of ice water down in my back pocket every time I stand up. I'm gone. I'm 51 years old. I got nothing left because I busted, by God, busted my ass. Now, for that, here's what you got. Okay, this is where your money was spent with me. I, by God, had a parent after my firstborn died, right? Because we both had a job. And I picked him up from the babysitters, my firstborn son. Picked him up from the babysitters with a 4-inch split in his skull. Okay, where there was an accident, where there was this and that. I pretty much looked like I do now then. So I didn't get much sympathy out of local law enforcement. Just a second. Chairmaid in China just gave up on me. And since then I vowed, by God, someone's going to take care of my kids. I joined the Army. I served for 5 years, went overseas, did all that kind of thing, came back. Wife got pregnant, and 5 kids in 6 years. Now, this is what you got for your money. I, by God, kept a parent in the house throughout their lives until 18 May, 09. And one way or the other, one of us was at home, so when one kid called, by God, they answered the phone. They had someone to talk to. It kept me in abject poverty. That, I'll give you this, okay? I call it a self-inflicted sorrow. But I took care of them kids, and I took as little as I could possibly take. The only thing I took was food stamps and Medicaid for the kids. That was it. Me and the missus went without. We didn't go to the doctor. We didn't do anything that would have cost any extra on any kind of assistance. And people look at me like I'm nuts. They look at me like, what in the hell did you do that for? I go, well, I thought it was more important my kids had a parent than a cracker tractor. You know, them big old SUVs, the big old tires. I call them cracker tractors. Because you always see this big, stupid, nasty cracker up in there. And I'm not being racial, everyone knows, you know, enough on that. But I stayed married, I took care of my kids, married 33 years to the day. Okay? So, the next time you sit there and talk yak crap about a bunch of assistants, and I know there are those, right? Just consider, some aren't. Some just can't, by God, do anything else. There's nothing else to do. where was I supposed to go? What was I supposed to do? The regular jobs are taken up by, what do you call them? Oh, here we go. And it's not racial. What are they called nowadays? Transient workers, immigrants, I don't know. Illegals. I just call them illegals because that's what they are. There went my job. So I had to be on assistance. There was no way we could not be. There was just no way. Believe me, I'd have found it. I would have found it because I'm a by God hustling individual. I like to get going on. I like to get stuff for my kids and me and all that. There was just nothing there. Nothing. So here I am, and some of these jobs are pretty good. I had a job at Alfalfa Hay Ranch, okay? Cutting, bucking hay. I was a mechanic, farm mechanic. And it's the most I ever made. First time I ever made over $20,000 a year. So you're talking in 22 years of what I've been doing, I've only made over $20,000 twice. Because there was just there's nothing else to do. There's just nothing. So off I go, onto the food stamps, onto the Medicaid, and and when people bring up that, these welfare, this and those, this and that, and I tell you what, that pisses me off. You know what? Yeah, I'll let you come over to my house say that crap. By God, it'll be on. And those people that say that, you know who caused that? You know what brought that on? You know how that came to be? Look in the mirror, buddy. You look in the mirror. Because nowadays, there ain't no way you can make money without taking it from somebody else. And that's all to it. There's no way you can come up with a good product, or you can come up with something, this and that. The only way you can make money is to take it from somebody else. Well, when you get these Bill Gates guys and all these guys that monopolize all the money, just like a Monopoly game, the more money they got, the less money we can have. Period. When you have someone that pays minimum wage yet makes $5,000 on the item you're making at minimum wage, I'm building a thing, right, and putting it together, right? Costs $20 to make this thing, and it's about $6-8 now to pay me. Then you go out there and charge $300 for it. There's $50 out, $250 for you, $50 for me and materials. And then you got the gall to sit there and tell me and talk shit about me being on welfare. And they say, oh, well, we got to give up our taxes. They're taking taxes out of my check and taking taxes out of my profits. I say, well, you know what? If y'all would have thought one way or the other, you got to give it up. Now, if you'd come up with a reasonable way of doing it, cost plus 10, 15, 20%, instead of jacking the price up to where it screws me double. Number one, it screws me. I ain't got no wages. Number two, I got to take these ain't got no wages and buy some insanely priced item. How am I going to do that? That's just nuts. What? Where are you figuring? What are you thinking? How does that come to be? Well, I do. I call it the human condition. That's what it is. I saw it in a show way back, but that's neither here nor there. So anyhow, this is what you got for your money. A man that by God stayed with his wife and supported his kids the right way. Not no double income, not no two-income household. But by God, stuck with it, got with the program, and got her done. And the next time you open your face, you click on your little keyboard, we got to get rid of them guys. You made us. You created us with your policies, your prices, and your condition. Okay? I call myself the trash of humanity. Alright? Because I am, I know it. I live in a trash can right here. You should see. I'll get the video going. But I'm not human trash. Even rich people can be human trash. And that's the difference probably between me and you. And there you go, buddy. So, catch you next time. Bye. Smile. I love it. That's cool. Alright, bye.